Hello, in this session I am going to explain about basics of resistivity measurements. The main content of these video sessions are concept of resistivity, resistivity measurements, various method of measurement and applications. First, let us focus on the concept of resistivity. Electrical resistivity is a basic material property that quantifies a material's opposition to current flow. It is the reciprocal of conductivity. The resistivity of a material depends upon several factors, including the material doping, processing, and environmental factors such as temperature and humidity. The resistivity of the material can affect the characteristics of a device of which it's made, such as the series resistance, threshold voltage, capacitance, and other parameters. Determining the resistivity of a materials is common in both research as well as in fabrication environments. There are many methods for determining the resistivity of a material, but the technique may vary depending upon the type of material, magnitude of the resistance, shape, and thickness of the material. One of the most common ways of measuring the resistivity of some thin or flat materials, such as semiconductors or conductive coatings, uses a 4-point collinear probe. One important method for the measurement of resistivity is a 2-point probe method. Look at this figure. The 2-probe method is one of the standard and most commonly used method for the measurement of resistivity of very high resistivity samples like sheets and film of polymers. The resistivity measurement of such samples is beyond the range of a 4-probe method. 2-probe technique is suitable for measuring resistivity of high resistivity samples. Using this figure, the resistivity is calculated from the voltage drop V and current I as capital R equal to V into A upon I into L. In case of the 2 probes arrangement, it has a 2 spring load contact probes. These probes move in pipe and are insulated by Teflon washers. With the help of this method, we can measure the resistivity of a given sample. Now if we compare with this 4-point probe method, then why 4-point probe is more suitable for the measurement of resistivity? To attain the standardization of a probe technique with almost accuracy, current path is same as that of the 2-probe method, but voltage is measured with 2 additional contacts. Input impedance of voltmeter around 10⁻12 ohms or higher, so current not large amount pass in a voltmeter. There are certain advantage of a 4-probe method over 2-probe method. 4-point probe is preferred than 2-point probe, as the contact and spreading resistances in 2-point probe are large and the true resistivity cannot be actually separated from measured resistivity. In case of the 4-probe method, contact and spreading resistance are very low with the voltage probes, and hence accuracy in measurement is usually very high. To measure very low resistance values, 4-probe method is used, and the resistance of probe will not be added to that of sample being tested. It uses 2 wires to inject current in the resistance and another 2 wires to measure the drop against the resistance. Look at this 4-probe method, which is also known as Van der Pauw method. The 4-point probe technique involves bringing 4 equally spaced probes in contact with the material of unknown resistance. A DC current is forced between the outer 2 probes, and a voltmeter measures the voltage difference between the inner 2 probes. The resistivity is calculated from geometric factors, the same current and the voltage measurement The instrumentation used for this test includes a DC current source, a sensitive voltmeter, and a 4-point collinear probe. Potential drop across the two probes is measured and the gap between them is taken as the sample length. If the probe are not point contacts, true value of probe distance is gap between the centers and not the shortest distance between them. 4 probe method equally applies to single crystal or bulk samples and can determine their resistances. Current flows through outer contacts near the sample edges and potential difference is gauged across inner contacts. In the van der Pau method, it uses a 4-point probes positioned around the perimeter of the sample rather than a straight line. Therefore, this method measures the average resistivity of the sample, while the linear arrangement measures resistivity only in the measuring direction. The difference is crucial in anisotropic materials, which can be efficiently characterized by Montgomery method. An extension of van der Pau method, the properties of a metal can be measured with the help of this method, that is the resistivity, doping time whether it is p-type or n-type, sheet density of majority carriers, charge density and a dropping level, and mobility of majority carriers. There are certain equations which are utilized for the measurement of resistivity, which are shown in this slide. And if we plot the graph of log rho versus 1000 by T using this equation, it should be a straight line and band gap Eg that can be determined from its slope. The calculations required for the measurement of a band gap is shown in this slide. Various applications of this measurement method: remote sensing areas, resistance thermometer, induction hardening processes, precise estimation of geometrical factors, as well as characterizations of fuel cell bipolar plates. Thank you very much.